SRS Singapore, and Mr. Brian Low from Franklin Templeton, one of the top fund house in the world. Without further ado, please help me welcome Mr. Alan Ng.
Hi, good evening everyone. Welcome to Manulife Singapore. How is the food? Good. All right. Who doesn't mind? Who doesn't mind some chocolate here? No hands shown. Oh, there's one lady there. Okay. Anyone else? Chocolate? No. For you? Yes. For you? Not for you, sir. You're dieting, huh? No problem. I understand. We have a Mr. Singapore powerlifting champion there. All right, Mr. Alvin Chang. Okay. So what is our topic today? Basically, why do we do this is because through our years of advisory work, a lot of clients actually ask us, hey, you know what? End of the year, fourth quarter, what can we do? You know, especially for those who have a high income bracket, how can we reduce what? Tax. Not run tax, huh? Run tax, not a wrong room, the other side. This one is reduce tax, save tax, okay? So from there, collectively, we got a lot of feedback, say how can we do that, how can we improve? So today we decided to come up with this simple introduction on one of the good ways to reduce for saving tax. And of course, later part, we got a special lucky draw prizes for the lucky winners. Okay, don't stay tuned. It will not take too long, until max about 11 p.m. So no worries. Yeah, please. Okay, year end. Yeah, this is the challenge. When I go for a review for my clients, say, wow, Alan, you know what? Last year, good problem, bad problem, I don't know. Income tax got 6-0. What to do? Just kidding. Okay, income. Okay, so of course, first problem, where to go holiday? I say, sir, this one holiday, where to go? I can't help you much. That one you can plan. Euro, cruise, whatever, no problem. Second problem, how much bonus my company is getting? Who is getting 5 months? Anyone? Boa?
You.
Huh?
You.
Yeah, me 5 months. I wish. I wish. Okay, next. This one. The next thing is, how can I grow my money? How can I capitalize the income that I've earned? How can I grow? And of course, how to reduce tax. The first two, where can I go for holiday? How much bonus I'm getting? That one I can't help much lah. That one depend on your wife lah. Huh? Okay. However, how to grow my money and how to reduce tax, this is the solutions that we have for you this evening. Okay, which I will be touching one of them, which is how to reduce tax, and of course, Mr. Brian Low here will be touching on how to grow my money. Then of course, this will be the end result. 2018, hopefully, please. Next. Okay, so SRS. Who have SRS account here? May I show of hands? Wow, fantastic, sir. Fantastic. Wow, 3, 4. Now we have a lot of SRS. It's for you. Can I, Mr. Lau, can you just share with us kindly, like what, in your best knowledge, what does SRS do for you?
It's actually for retirement, savings for retirement, and you can actually save on tax.
Oh, fantastic. Let's give Mr. Lau a hand, please. Thank you. Fantastic. Yes, you are absolutely right. So this SRS account is a supplementary retirement scheme that the government launched back in 2001. Okay, to encourage Singaporeans to park aside on a yearly basis with a cap so that you can reduce tax, and of course using that to invest. What can we invest on? Let's take a look later, yeah? So, how does it work initially? At age 18, you can already open an SRS account. But age 18, nobody will open now. Don't have a really fixed income yet. Also, the gentleman still in NS maybe. So of course, you can make contribution anytime during the year. So this year, of course, right now is November 15th. You got approximately 6 weeks to go. 6 weeks to go to open an SRS account. Okay? So every dollar contribution into your SRS account reduces your taxable income by $1. Okay? And this year, anybody will know what is the limit for this year? Anyone? Anyone? Got surprise? 15,300. You are absolutely right. Where's the lucky draw? No, later, don't worry. You are absolutely right. For Singaporean and Singapore PR is 15,300 this year. Last year, 2 years ago, 12,750. Last year, right? Every year the increment. Why? Of course, before this series, every quarter we have this type of series of seminar to educate the client. Before this quarter, last quarter, we have a seminar that is touching on CPF Life. And of course, due to popular demand, we'll be launching that again on the next first quarter, 2018. Foreigners also, yeah? Foreigners is 35,700. Anyone who is a foreigner here? Or 新加坡人? Okay, fantastic. No problem. And of course, this year they have launched a subject to a tax relief cap of 80,000. Okay. How do we come up to this? Of course, the government have this formula. All the scholars sitting up there, they came up with this. How much relief you want to is needed to cap on. You cannot all relief. After that, you need to pay tax. The only way is one of the only way. Not saying the only two Make more populating. Okay, of course, after which you can withdraw from your SRS account anytime during this period. But, there's a but here. The amount withdrawn is subject to tax and a small 5% penalty. I'll share with you on that. How can we actually beat a bit of the system? Okay, all right, on the bracket level. Okay, of course there are some grounds that is exceptional circumstances, such as of course if you forget to wake up one day. Sometimes the alarm you forget to wake up. That one time, and of course on medical ground. Okay, then of course there's no tax on it. Next. So when a lot of clients that ask us, wow, so every month I put in, Alan, every month I put in money every year. Then when like cannot end. When? The golden question is when can I start to withdraw my CPF? By the way, what age can you withdraw your CPF? Ladies and gentlemen. Wow, 62. 62, this one not here, maybe in Malaysia, I don't know, I checked, I'm not sure. Oh, 65 lady, thank you. Oh, 55. 55. Oh, withdraw CPF unless you have a full retirement sum. Actually 65. Oh, fantastic. Good. Thank you. Okay, so for SRS itself is at 62. But also there's a trick here. Right? I don't want this review for a client. The SRS account close to about 300 over 1,000. So he said, can I withdraw one lump sum? I said, can. If you like to pay 15% of it to the government tax on the bracket. So there is a formula, of course, how you can reduce or withdraw on a yearly basis without getting tax. Okay, without getting tax. And only 50% of the withdrawal amount is subject to tax. We'll touch on that later. Okay, I see some friends client here. No worries. Okay, our respective advisor who has invited you here will share more. Today is more, as I said, it's an introduction. To go in details, I myself took a few days to really understand. Call IRs, double check, because the last thing you want is to give the wrong information to your client. Right? So we do all these extra steps to ensure it doesn't happen. Next. Then they say, some clients say, okay, straight. So Alan, I can write a check to you, can open with you SRS account. Sorry, cannot. SRS account only can open at 3 places. Only the local bank, HSBC cannot, Citibank cannot, only 3. DBS, OCBC, and UOB. And then, of course, if you wish to invest your SRS from there, you can go to the respective companies that does investment, and they will deal with it. on the SRS. Thank you. So why SRS? Very quickly. This is a very simple example. Then if you go to the bank, sometimes they also will show you this chart. How much actually you can save based on your income bracket. So let's look through. If your employment income based on last year, is 102,000, and then based on your income, relief, CPF relief, qualifying relief, child parent, etc., it comes up to 31,500. So what do? You take your income minus your relief. I believe all of us have received their income tax statement. I just received mine yesterday also. Okay, so anyway, very quickly. So if you see that without SRS contribution, if blank, your total relief is just bring it down as follow: 31,500, 102 minus 31,500. Your chargeable income is 70,500. 70,500. What is the income bracket? Anybody know? It's not special price already. Okay, never mind. Okay, next. Sorry. Okay, so chargeable income, so total tax paid, okay, at 70,500 is 7%. I have the IRAS, the latest chart later that I show you. So later you all will see, wow, faster look, which bracket am I at? Okay, so if you use SRS itself, very quickly, you can see with a 15,300 contribution, your relief total is 46,800. You take your income minus that relief itself, your chargeable income is only 55,200. Total tax payment based on the bracket is only 1,006. What are the savings? The person, your colleague sitting beside you, probably without knowing today, never know the seminar today, never contribute SRS, will pay $1,000 more a year on tax compared with you. You save 40% more tax this year. Okay. So next, save tax 1,000 over. Tax-free investment. With the SRS investment, by the way, when you do your investment, you know that Singapore capital tax, there isn't any, all your stocks, all your unit trusts, everything. When you invest, the government doesn't take a single cent. So it's based on your remiser, your broker, your advisor to advise you on the right investment, of course. Tax-free investment gain. Of course, you build up your retirement funds. Build up your retirement funds itself, and flexibility to make withdrawal. Tax-free withdrawal on 50% of the withdrawn amount upon age 62. So there are clients who ask, hey, so halfway, you see, if I am contributing right now because I have a job, right? And then let's say I just want to take on a sabbatical leave for a while, I'm not working. Can I withdraw from the SRS? Can or not, ladies and gentlemen? Cannot? Who say cannot? Cannot? Cannot, sorry. Cannot. Sorry. Thank you for trying. I like people who are trying. Thank you so much, miss.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. You can actually, below 62, you can withdraw. But again, the amount that you withdraw is subject to, of course, a 5% penalty, and 50% of it will be charged. However, if you withdraw 40,000, this one, just take on me. If you forget anything about this, you remember. If you withdraw 40,000, 50% will be taxed. 50% of 40,000 is how much? 20,000. Singapore income tax bracket, first 20,000 got tax or not? Siam liao, can run away, no tax. So that's one of the way. If you like the way, however, if you are working together with property tax, I got clients when we do a reinvestment, property tax only, not working but income, rental income, every year about 40,000. plus withdraw from SRS, still got a bit of tax. But still safe. How? Of course, your respective advisor can share with you more later. Yeah. So this is the tax bracket this year. Wow, all eyes up already. 我拿多，我在哪里? This is the tax bracket. So if actually it's a good thing lah, pay more tax lah. Last time the tax controller, thank you for building up the nation. Statement lah, you take the tax. Thank you for building up the statement. Imagine you put 15,000 every year, and if your tax bracket no need so high lah, 20%. Max is 22. Every year you save 3,000 on taxes. Every year. And that's savings, you actually can invest. Because we have clients right now are very savvy, investment savvy. They actually buy stocks, buy unit trusts, buy ETF, buy a lot of things. But use cash. Bank transfer, bank cash. You use cash to invest, got tax saving or not? 没有. Non-tax saving. But you open up an SRS account, you put in money to SRS account, you use SRS account to invest. I also buy the same stock, buy the same unit trust, buy the same share, but I save tax and also capital gain. And this money, you are parking aside a sum money that you will not touch one. We all have money that we never touch one. Right? For those who do investment, every year this one fixed, go fixed, go fixed, go fixed, never touch. Right? This is why an SRS is very popular for a lot of clients who are very investment savvy. Right? Thanks. Let's look at very quick snapshot on the statistic on how SRS has grown. Back in 2006, in December, only 35,700 account. With the education, every Sunday, everybody got read newspaper most of the time. Every Sunday, please. If you got read newspaper, every Sunday look at the invest page. 2 weeks ago, they show one article on SRS saving. If you like to have that later, we have the evaluation form. Please fill in your email. That evaluation form is for a lucky draw also. Yeah, it's in your gift bag. You can see. If you don't have, please let my assistant know so he can give you one. Okay. As of now, as of last year, 2016 statistics not out yet, but the latest we have, source is Ministry of Finance. This source not Manulife Singapore. Ministry of Finance Singapore. Look at the jump. Look at the jump. 116466. From a meager 1.17 billion, now it has grown 500% to 5.97%. Billion in SRS account. Not CPF. CPF is another number. This is just SRS because it's voluntary. SRS. And just look at the breakdown. Guess what? This is where the interesting part comes. Next. Out of 5.97 billion, 32% in cash. I like cash. Who don't like cash? Let me know. They say cash is no good. No good, don't worry. You put aside, put a box inside, you put the cash inside before you go. Cash balance out of 5.97 billion, 32% in cash. Who knows the interest rate in SRS account? Wow, I hear very sharp. This one you know. Also, you know chocolate. You know later I buy 0.05. Thank you, ma'am. How do I address you, ma'am? Stella. Thank you. 0.05%. Wow, solid. The interest rate high or not? Very high, 10 years ago, you go to the kopitiam downstairs, Coke, one Coke, 80 cents. If you put SRS account, 0.05%, until 10 years you go down there, I think cannot buy. Now it's 160. with ice or without ice, doesn't care, 160. 0.05, 30% is, sad to say 9% is in unit trust. That's why, of course, Mr. Brian Low today is here to educate us exactly how can we turn the ratio and make money. I'm going to show you my client example. Unfortunately, he cannot be here. He's working hard. He's putting more SRS again this year. Later I'll show you. Alright, but the good thing is insurance is 22%. Alamak. Chop. 22%. Okay, so this is the thing. A lot of times put in the SRS just for the saving tax purpose, but do not invest. Alright, but when they say invest, a lot of my clients initially, when they are not aware, hearsay, wow, scary, risky, lose money. Last time put 100,000, now become 50,000. You all don't bluff people out. Right, very common. I understand. I also lost a lot before. So these are the profile that the thing is. So let's take a look at a quick example before I move on. Okay, if you look at it, for PDPA purposes, personal data protection, okay, all the numbers, IC, account number, all deleted. Only my name, my name, kuti one. This is my client portfolio. Very small amount. When he started investing, the back can see, I'm so sorry. Can see? 2011 October 18. What account? SRS account. Alright, CPF, of course, OA, SA. Those who use SA to invest, this one is quarter one education talk, no problem. SRS. How much invested? Wow, very sharp eyesight, man. Fantastic, 12,000. Thank you very much. 2011 SRS account, 12,000. If I take this put into the cash account like just now, 0.05%, I think 12,000, $20 maybe, I don't know. I take a calculator. Who accountant trade? Who is the accountant trade? Maybe you can share. But as of today, this is the fund value as of 12 November. What is the amount? 12 November. From 12,000 to 17,890.77. Wow, straight away accountant trained in your mind, you know the figures already. Annually, capital appreciation, everything. Very fast. My only question to you, now if you ask anyone, as of 12 November, anyone sitting here, who said the economy is good? Anyone say, economy very good How can we grow? How many percent? 49% return, 8% annually. Any funds out there, any of your advisor out there, ask you to invest and monitor. That is the key here. Monitor. Everybody can sell you. You go to the bank, anyone can sell you. Love to sell you. Open. Wow, come, invest. When market up, down, did they call you or not? Oh, thank you very much. Sell they very fast, everyday call. Market update, they never call. Huh? I ask all my clients, market is down. But not just me itself, but when you monitor, all of our advisors here are trained to monitor, not just to sell, to update on the funds. So this is one of a good example, of course. 5 years. Sorry, 6 years. Right? 8% annually. When times are even challenging. So this is what, of course, to share how you can use and capitalize your SRS account and at the same time make capital gain. Right? Returns. And with that, okay, the question isn't Okay, just a sharing from George Foreman itself. The question isn't at what age I want to retire. Everybody want to retire. I want to retire yesterday, but never happened. Yeah. Until now, haven't happened. But is at what income? That is the question when you do your review and everything. Okay, so with that, I want to thank you very much. Okay, on our first topic of on the SRS, a very quick one. And the next right now, if you have filled up your evaluation form already, also later we'll be touching on. I will be giving out on the lucky draw. Okay, on the lucky draw. So kindly, you can fill out just one of the evaluation form, and of course, next I'll pass to Mr. Jeffrey to introduce. Yeah.